an intriguing story. This is about a, dare I say, little-known video game that you are shining a spotlight on.
Yes.
Tell us in a couple sentences for our audiences out watching that haven't seen the film.
It's a triumph of the Will story. It's a video game documentary, but it's really about.
Hold this up so you don't have to-
Oh, that's great.
Nice and tall.
Thanks, man. No, but it's really just a story about not giving up.
It's not just about a video game. It's not just about a guy who scored 1 billion points.
It's so much more. It's so much more, Doug.
How did this come about? Are you a gamer?
I was a classic gamer in the 80s. I grew up around the arcade scene, and we just kind of discovered this game in our break room, and we wanted to find out. I wanted to find out how to beat my coworker of mine, and I looked online. And I saw this ridiculous poster about a guy that got 1 billion points on it in 1984, and we just wanted to find out, what he was up to now, and we interviewed him and decided he wanted to go for it again because he found out someone else beat his record.
How easy or difficult was he to track down, and how open to the idea of talking to you about his story was he?
Well, when you call people up asking, are you Tim McVeigh, they actually think, you might, you're playing a joke. That's his name. It's no relation. But, through the internet, and, it's a lot easier these days. Initially, we just interviewed him. He told us his little story, and that was it. And then, I don't know if the attention of the documentary or just us interviewing him, I think he realized that he would be a fraud if he didn't go for it again. He had said in a magazine interview back in 1984 that if someone beats it, I have to go take my score back. And I think he decided to go for it.
And was the record holder who claimed to have beaten his score, what was it like finding him? And I'm sure he was open to the idea of being a part of this, or not. Tell us about that.
We tracked him down. His name was Enrico Zanetti, and he was in Italy. And that wasn't so easy, and that never could have been possible without the internet. We went on a bunch of Italian gaming sites and used Google Translate, and eventually tracked him down, and we interviewed him just outside of Milan, Italy.
Crazy. All right, I'm going to put you on the spot here about your
Sure.
film. What was the most, or a couple of the most astounding things that revealed themselves or were uncovered by you and your co-director, your co-producer on the project throughout making this and bringing it to life?
My brilliant my partner in crime, Andy Seckler, and I, we went through a lot. Weren't sure of the outcome of the story. There were some potential shenanigans. Someone may or may not have gotten the score on a board that may or may not have been tampered with, and we really had to get to the bottom of it. That was exciting, and the story kind of took an interesting turn from there, but we just tried to present the truth as best we could.
So you almost took on kind of an investigatory role with seeking that answer out. Or not?
Yeah, it was, a very mild episode of CSI where no one really died and no one broke the law, but in the gaming world, it's a pretty big deal. So we took the story matter really seriously.
How has the gaming audience reacted to this? Have you gotten a lot of response from diehard gamers that knew the game or, were influenced by 80s arcade games, that kind of thing? What's that reaction been like?
There's a lot of gaming fans. We won the jury award for Best Doc at Fantastic Fest, and there's some gamers there as well, just kind of genre fans. I think, the gamers have responded quite favorably. We've been compared to King of Kong or, spiritual companion to King of Kong.
Yep.
And we actually started production before we'd even seen the movie. I think we started production right when it was premiering at Sundance, so way back in 2008. So it's been a while.
And it's so neat that you're mentioning Fantastic Fest because our educational panel right now, it came up in that discussion, that festival. So neat that it's gaining traction with your film as well. Really cool. So talk to us about the future of this neat thing, and have you been contacted by the game makers of Nibbler? Was it an Atari game? Sorry, I'm not up on it.
No, it's okay. It was actually made in 1982 by Rockola.
Okay.
In fact, one of the programmers, John Joglis, is right over there. Say hi.
Rockola?
He was working for Rockola. We actually tracked him down and he helped us actually get a game.
One final thought.
Sure.
Tell us your thoughts about being here at the Twin Cities Film Fest, having your film a part of it.
This is a great experience for me. I lived in Minneapolis from most of the 90s, and I moved out to LA in 2002, so this is kind of like a homecoming for me.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited to have this kind of showing in my hometown.
Awesome. And tell us what's next for you.
I just had a baby, so a lot of time. There we go. At the same time as this movie came out, yeah.
Congratulations, that's so great. Man vs. Snake.
Doug, everybody.
This is going to be a great story. We'll see you again on the red carpet.